Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nicholas Coriano. I wanted to share a tip that has never ever left me hanging in business. And after 2,000 clients that I've written business plans, pitch decks, and formed LLCs for, this is something that I've seen from the most successful entrepreneurs. And that's show up every single day. Show up every single day. And what I mean by this is show up ready to work, ready to put in the effort, no matter what happened the day before. This is important because I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs that they have a bad day, and all of a sudden that bad day gets spread out into 2 days, into 3 days. Show up every single day and put in the effort. Put a process in place that makes you understand, hey, if I accomplish these things, eventually I will reap a reward. In entrepreneurship and business ownership, no one gets up and tells you what to do. No one gets up and says, hey, do X, Y, Z, and then you can go home. No. And as a matter of fact, there's some days where you can put in as much work as you want and you won't get anything out. You won't see a customer come in. You won't see revenue come in. On those days, it's important to have a process in place that you understand that if I accomplish these action steps, I am eventually going to get revenue. So for example, for me, making YouTube videos, Instagram posts, Twitter postings, content creation, blog posts, these are things that no matter what's happening, if I accomplish them and I keep putting that input in, I will eventually get a customer. So on days when it's slow, on days when it feels like nothing's clicking, I just lean back on that. I go back to the process of what are my inputs. So from a purely mathematical standpoint, if you want the output, let's call the output a customer, revenue, right? If you want that output, you have to have an input. And for me, for example, an input could be a YouTube video. It could be a Craigslist ad. It could be cold calling potential customers. Once you understand the inputs, and they're usually part of your marketing strategy and a business plan, then that's what you should be doing day in and day out. Even when things are not going right, continue to lean into those inputs into your business. I always like to say a business model is pretty simple. My layman's definition of a business model is a repeatable set of steps that you can do again and again and again to make money. So for example, with me, put up a Craigslist ad, get a text message from a potential customer, get a call from a potential customer, return that call, have that preliminary call, send out an invoice, and then potentially get paid. The more I put up the Craigslist ads, the more calls I take in, the more clients I get, right? So I don't focus on, oh man, I don't have revenue coming. Oh man, I need another customer. I focus on, oh man, I need to put up another Craigslist ad. Oh man, I need to put up another YouTube video. Because these are the inputs that get the output that I'm seeking, the output being a new customer. So whenever you're down and out, I know entrepreneurship is hard. I know no one's telling you guys what to do, but here's a little hint. Focus on the inputs and show up every single day. I don't care if you're tired, if you went out the night before, the baby's crying, the husband or the wife wants something, show up, keep showing up, keep putting the effort in, and eventually it'll pay off.